Hi everybody, it's Renee, and I am introducing Raymond to my channel. Raymond is my boyfriend.
What's up, YouTube?
This is going to be leading into International Albinism Awareness Day. As you can see, both myself and Raymond have albinism. So we're going to be sharing some different topics that we want to talk about. Raymond's going to be on my channel for other topics as well, you know, that it's not related to albinism. But here he is. You have anything to say?
What's up, YouTube? So, as you know, this is Albinism Awareness Day. We should make it a whole month or even throughout the year because this is a very serious topic. And we'll be talking about certain things, that how we go about our day and what we experience on a day-to-day basis, and how it affects us and what people should know and be aware of.
Excellent. I like that idea. You know, me and Raymond talk about things that we experience. Sometimes it's really crazy things, like when we're not together and he tells me about like things he experiences on the subway train and things like that. I'm like, what? They said what? They did what? It is just like, this is really happening, and something I experience a lot. Like, this is how strangers respond to albinism and what people know about albinism. So that's why it's so important to have albinism awareness, so that people can really see who we are and what albinism really is.
Yeah, because some things I experience on a day-to-day basis is where like people will be staring at me, and I'm used to it now, so I wouldn't necessarily take notice to it. Or you know how when people have conversations amongst themselves and they talk about you in like a different situation, like they're talking about you but they're saying, oh, my grandmother is very light-skinned and has black features and stuff, but who else on the train, you know? So situations like that.
Yeah, or they're talking about you as if you can't hear them when they're right there. Like, we're not really people, and we're really people, you know. We're just like anyone else. We want to be respected, we want to be understood, and not have to deal with ignorance on a regular daily basis. It's like, it's a little ridiculous that, you know, you can't walk out the door without experiencing something like that. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's traumatic, sometimes it's really angering.
It depends on the mood you're in.
Yeah, it just depends, and it also depends on like what their attitude is and just how over the top ignorant people can be. Because sometimes people are just curious, sometimes people are just don't know what to say, or like how to approach us. And like sometimes we have to deal with paparazzi and people want to take our photos, and it's like, because it's me and him together, and they're like, oh wow, two albino people, but I don't see people on the, like, while I'm out in public and want to take their pictures. So I kind of find that weird that in my life I've had that happen several times where people want to take my photo, or they try to sneak my photo, which is even more creepy, because like I could be shopping, and while I'm in the checkout lane, somebody that works there is like peeking behind the aisle and trying to take a picture on her camera, and I'm like, excuse me, like, we do this in real life here? Like, it's really, really crazy. So we're gonna just like talk about
YouTube. As you already know, you can see as I'm stunningly handsome, people stare at me on a regular, but they stare extra hard because they're like, oh wow, is this guy white? Is he black? And they start making these drastic assumptions about my entire life, like, oh, he must think he has white supremacy, or oh, he think he's too good, or blah blah blah. I'm like, you don't even know what my first name, the letter of my first name begins with, like, but you could tell me everything about my life, so yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
So we don't want to have to deal with people's strange assumptions, and it helps even more if people actually speak with us to get to know who a person is, you know, instead of you look at their outer appearance and assume everything about their life. So that's just a few things that we're gonna discuss and go into more topics, and we really appreciate it too if you guys have questions that you would like for us to talk about, any questions that you guys have, we can go into more detail about. You know, because I get asked a lot of random questions by strangers. People with albinism who are watching, if you could leave comments under my video, so that other viewers can see your experiences as well. We can start a conversation and you know, just have more albinism awareness, as this is Albinism Awareness Day coming up June 13th. And
let's work on making it a month or so.
Yeah, well, we're gonna just try to get more of our thoughts out there, so people can hear from us instead of telling us what we feel and what we experience, because that's another topic I want to go into. But you know, this just want to share more with each other, so that people can have a better understanding. So thanks for watching, you guys.